when you're dealing with a giant, I'm going to teach you 8 quick principles tonight. Don't panic. I'm not going to spend 40 minutes on each point, I promise. Principle number 1. Be faithful in small things. At this point in the story, David's main responsibility was as a shepherd. And what does that say? Early in the morning, he is a lark, he's not an owl, my kind of guy. David left the flock with a shepherd. He did not abandon the sheep, he made sure they were looked after. If God is going to give you big responsibilities, you have to prove that you can cope with the little ones. Yes? And just because you're then given another job doesn't mean you can just ignore it and walk away. You have a responsibility. That's what I need to do first, then I can go. Then he gets into the battle. All these sights and sounds of people shouting. Not a lot actually happening, but it must have sounded good. What does he do with the supplies he's brought? Well, he could have just slung them on the ground and said, hey, what's going on? What does it say? He left his things with a keeper of supplies. How did he know who that was? He found out. He used his brain. Where will I need to leave these so they are safe for my brothers to have? He was faithful in small things. He is not so consumed with the sights and sound of battle that he forgets what's already been entrusted to him. Principle number 2. Keep going. Good. Recognize the true source of the problem. This is where it got very interesting. Goliath has just come out. Look at verse 25. Now the Israelites have been saying, do you see how this man keeps coming out? Remember, they're not calling him a giant, just in case he is one. Do you see how this man keeps coming out? He comes out to defy Israel. The king will give great wealth to the man who kills him. He will also give him his daughter in marriage and will exempt his father's family from taxes in Israel. Hey, now there's an interesting deal, isn't it? Yeah? Give you some cash, marry the princess, and no taxes. Hey, who's signing up for that one? Yeah. The trouble was, we have no record of Saul ever actually saying this. These are rumors. Oh, how we love rumors. And what they were doing, they were taking their eyes off the problem, which was fighting the giant, and putting them on to the possibility of earthly wealth. Yes? Oh, Satan loves to do that to you. Let's just look at all the fripperies that you could possibly, maybe sometime, eventually get. Let's not actually deal with the real source of the problem. Interesting. David was not interested in any of those 3 things. Let me show you. Verse 26. David asked the men standing near him, now, I'm going to pause just there. Wouldn't you love to have video of the Old Testament? Yeah? If you had video or DVD, you could tell the tone. Because you could read this one in 2 ways. Listen, you could read it like this. What will be done for the man who kills this Philistine and removes this disgrace from Israel? I was really excited, yes? But then he says, who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? So what's going on? What we have is sarcasm, ladies and gentlemen. David is saying, what will be done for the man who kills the Philistine and removes this disgrace? Who is this uncircumcised Philistine? He's saying, forget that. Keep your focus on the real source of the problem. The problem is Goliath. The problem is not how to get rich quick. Keep your eyes on the real problem. He said, This uncircumcised Philistine, that's about as near as scripture ever gets to swearing. Okay? This uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God. Goliath said, I defy the armies of Israel. David recognizes he's defying God himself. So the way you fight a giant is you recognize the true source of the problem.